All right, welcome back from the desk of low. Now this got to be like the quickest time guest ever came back, but hey, man, this one hell of a lyricist right here, man. He came on the day of his release of his. I'm gonna call it one of the album of the years, so you can say I'm biased, but I'm gonna say it like it is. And man, he came back with
Yeah,
and this now I don't like to call this his latest work and album. He titled it right on the cover, and it fit beautifully. So it's called A Peace of Mind, an audio analysis illustrated by Bob Rock. So without further introduction, this is the third appearance by the legend himself, my guy, Bob Rock, Big Walk.
yeah. What's going on, bro? How you?
Man, we doing good over here, man. How you holding up, my guy?
Staying out the way, man. Just trying to get back right. That's it. Just taking a little time to, reflect, get my stuff together.
Okay, man, man. Because the day we talked, man, it was like the day right before the rock out period dropped, man, and so after we got to hear it, and all, wow, man, you held on for that for so. How long did you hold on to that?
From the rock period,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I recorded my last song on the rock period probably the day before I dropped it.
And can I guess which one is it called? The Dreams one or the One of One?
Nah, it's the one with I think it's like the skit. I did like the skit with Wavy for on the Wavy beat because Wavy wasn't even gonna be on there, but I had to put him on there because that's home team, so I had to put him on there. But I said it on the track too. It's kind of like freestyled. I just had to put something by him on there,
Okay.
so
Is it
I had to get him in the mix.
a word from our sponsors, right?
Yeah, there we go. Yep,
Okay.
definitely. I
Yes,
did
sir.
that like the day before, literally.
Okay. And see, the thing what I like about your projects now too, like you always have like that one spoken thing, like even with dreams and even going into like a peace of mind now too. Like you have the recalibrate. I was so mad that you didn't rhyme over that. Salute to the standouts.
Yo, I had that. I would have rhymed on it, but I didn't want to force it and just put anything on there. So I just felt like speaking on it and standouts. Like it's the same situation like with Wavy, where it's like, yo, damn, I don't have them on here. Like, so I had to put them on here. It's like they on everything that I drop.
Oh yeah.
Standouts, Don Carrera, Wavy. So I have to AP. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them is on there. Period. So they have to be on there. So you know what I'm saying? I just thought it would be dope to just do something like that, but keep it still within the sequence of the project.
Where it also like shows now too, like because those are your brothers outside of music now. Like you guys are actually real friends.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely.
So like even like coming into like rock period now too. I won't focus on much of this project now too because we'll talk about both of them now too. But even like
Yeah, definitely.
when I hear like tracks like One of One or like Doves, I was like, damn man, like it shows like you're an artist who like it's therapeutic for you now too because you can tell like man like
Yeah.
I wonder how he felt when he like when you go back and re-listen to it like does it take a lot off your like a lot, weight off your shoulders when you go back and listen to your music?
Um, for real, keep it a buck with you. Not necessarily. I think recording it does, but
Okay.
at the end of the day, this is things that happen. So it's still a spot there. It's still a void there where it's like, yo, damn, like, you know what I mean? And one on one was just. I just felt like I had to put something on the product that was a little bit more motivational for the people. And there's no curses in there too. It's a lot of people that go over a lot of people's heads because they're used to me. You know what I mean? It's saying things sometimes where it's explicit language in it, but there's no curses on that record.
Yeah.
And the Doves record, yeah, that's about my man T or whatever. He passed away like while I was working on Rock Period, so he knew about Rock Period. He knew about everything. He was around. He was on the cover of Dreams and all of that. Like so, that was real like personal for me. So I had to do that song. That song was the easiest one to do, but it took me the longest to do because it just made me feel away when I was recording it. I didn't really want a lot of people in the studio with me. Or you know what I mean? It made me feel a certain way, so I didn't want nobody around me. I wanted to just do it myself and get out of my system.
Mm. And that's a good way of doing it now too, because you never know who can gravitate when you're just being yourself now too. That's what I like about your music now too. Like you don't have to put on this fake persona of like who Bob Rock is. Like Bob Rock is Bob Rock is
Yeah,
what you get is what you get. So that's what I think like a lot of the fans gravitate towards your music because like oh I can relate to that.
yeah, relatable. That's crazy. Somebody said that to me too. I mean, Pallavi said that to me. Like, people like this relatable, but I just feel like it ain't. I'm not too far off to where I'm not relatable right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not hard to find or hard to reach or hard to speak to. It's just a regular person at this point.
Do you think like within like the last like 2 years that you really hit your stride musically and as an artist?
Um, I don't think that. I think that a lot of more people is paying attention, and I got more of a system, a program with the people that I choose to make music with. Like, I feel like a lot of producers that I be using, or that they're regulars now to me. Like, I always keep them around, but a lot of them is people that people didn't even know that they had such a dope music, and it was crazy to me that. So it ain't like a I'll put you on thing. It's more like I really just like your sound. I like that nobody know who you are, but you know what I mean. Like the same thing with all of them, like Big Daddy Chop and AP been around. Wavy too, like even from my beginning releases, earlier releases, Standouts, Don Carrera. It's like I just worked with them because they was dope to me. I didn't want to go around and chase the same producers that everybody chase and try to get projects out of. I like to create from scratch for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we just took a liking to each other's work and worked from there. Like, that's how it panned out with us.
You're like creating your own lane now too, because like your chemistry with those producers now too. When I listen to Drunk Love, the way that you describe like alcohol as a woman, like that's like heartfelt, and it kind of and it shows.
Oh yeah, a lot of people ain't catch that too. They ain't even know that. But I don't know. Did I tell you that already, or you just knew that?
No, bro. I tapped. I pay attention. I'm a fan of you, bro. I'm gonna listen to you when you rhyme.
I thought I told you that. Well,
no,
yeah, I had to tell Chop because Chop made the beat. And Chop made the beat, and he was like, yo, this is fire, bro. Yo, you got to the video, this, that, and the third. I'm like, yo, bro, I ain't talking about no broad, bro. Like, he like, for real? I listen back again? I'm like, yeah, man, you listen back again. If you don't get it, then I'll tell you. And then he hit me back. And I'm like, yo, nah, man. I'm talking about liquor, bro.
Yeah, but like but like the way like some of the metaphor that you be using now too, like you really have to pay attention to something like that too. I'm like, wow, man, like this guy really is an artist.
I never used to like stuff like that. Like when artists be like making it seem like something is something else. Like, you know, that whole analogy thing. I never used to like that unless it was like real good to the point where it's like, yo, that I ain't gonna lie, that was fly. Like that could have fooled me if I was somebody that didn't pay attention. But I ain't gonna lie, that beat just felt that beat and the vibe of what was going on just felt right. I did that early as hell in the morning. Like, it was early too one day. I was just like, yo, I should do this. And then I wrote it. And then my man was like, that's all right. But he was just saying it was all right because he didn't understand where I was going with it until I explained it to him after. I'm like, look. Then he was like, nah, that's crazy. He left, went home, listened to it, then came back. Like, nah, I was bugging. But, you know.
Because sometimes they would fly like over the person's head, but like sometimes like when you explain it, because you didn't have to explain that to me because like I'm a fan of like when I listen to like a Nas's like Gave You Power, like that's the era we come from. So when I hear like you do,
yeah, definitely.
Oh, and when I hear like you doing it, I was
definitely.
like, damn, yo, I was like. So this was like, did you make that like during the recording of Peace of Mind, or you been had that?
No, I had 4 records. Drunk Love was supposed to be on Rock Period, but it didn't fit. I had 4 records already. I had Drunk Love. I had the record with Rim. I had that already. The record with Bang Belushi. I had that already. But the record with Bang Belushi is more new. Like, I did that after Rock Period came out. I did the record with Rim after. No, I did that after Rock Period came out. I did Drunk Love way before Rock Period even came out. And what's the other record that I got? The record with Todd Farris. I did that last year. And
damn, ooh, it sounds fresh as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
In November, yeah, it was supposed to be on. First, it was supposed to be on my album with Foul, but Foul didn't like the way the mixes was coming in on Todd's vocals, so he held off. I said, yo, let me get it. Like, I got enough time before my joint drop or whatever, and you could mess with it or send it off to somebody and they could fix it. Let me get it for mine. So I was gonna put it on my album. I was gonna go on Rock Period. So last minute, that's how Survivor's Remorse came about on Rock Period when I told Todd, I'm like, yo, bro, I can't send this off and get it fixed in time. So let's just do something else new. And that was my way of putting standouts in the mix again too, because I was taking away a beat that they had on the project already. So I'm like, all right, I could replace them. I could replace something from them because I took something away from them earlier before, so I could still keep them in the mix. And then that's how the record came about with Survivor's Remorse. So we didn't use that tie record. And then like the last minute when I was like, I just was putting together the whole thought process of Peace of Mind in my mind. Like as far as just writing it down on paper every day, writing it down. Just the title, just writing it down every day. I didn't even think about no raps to that. You know what I mean? I was just coming up with an idea. At first, it was probably going to be for like a T-shirt or something. I wasn't even thinking about a project. It was just a fly way to put. It was a play on words, and this is what I was going through. So, but it ended up being a project, and then I decided to put the tie record on there, and found some frequencies in the vocals and stuff like that, and he was able to fix it and make them sound way more crispy and better than before. So once he did that, and I was like, all right, we sold. So that's how that. It was a long journey to get that record in the mix, man. Me and Foul Mouth album didn't even come out yet, and I was supposed to be on that. So
gave us a little sneak preview of that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's one of them ones for sure.
Okay. See, and that's what I like about your projects now too that you have coming up. Like we get like little sneak previews on like on the Plague project. I mean, sorry, on the Plague song with you and Bane on A Peace of Mind now too. I was like, ooh, so this is like a preview of what they got coming. It felt like.
Yeah, most definitely. Me and Bane got a whole project together on Fowler's beats.
Oh, so, damn. Okay.
Yeah, we got a whole album. We probably got like 15, 16 right now. And usually it'd be like shooting stuff back and forth, or when we link up, it's easy. It's easy. Like me and Bang have a conversation for maybe an hour, 2 hours or something, just chilling, talking regular. And then a couple hours pass by, everybody do what they got to do, and me and him just end up with a record by the end of the night. Or, however, like he might hit me and tell me like, yo, I got this or whatever. But, it's easy. Me and him got a lot of chemistry.
Oh, and it shows now too, like, because it's like what you just said. Now you guys would talk for like 2 hours at a time. Does he like tell you about his times, like with the Fat Killers in the early 2000s? Like, do you ask about those times with him?
Sometimes they just come up because of the times right now, where it's like it might be like, yo, I remember one time, or something like that. Or he'll tell me something crazy about somebody, or he'll mention, or I might ask him about some artist in Detroit or something like that, and he might go into a spill about, yo, I remember this or whatever. He came with us when we went here or something like that. But yeah, I mean, Bang's somebody that deserves his flowers, bro. Most definitely, he deserves his flowers, and he did a lot that he don't get credit for. He's a part of a lot of history.
Yeah,
in Detroit, as well as hip hop. Period. Like I feel like he deserves it. He's catching his wreck too, man.
Oh yeah, especially with like Middle Finger Music now too. So shout out to Bango if you're listening right now too.
Yeah, him and Wavy got a project coming out too. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, Wavy was teasing that on Twitter. He said 90% done. I was like, okay, I see.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard that 90%. It's crazy.
Okay, making us jealous over here. So what I like about you now too is like you really keep it like I like to say like in the family now too, because Ty Ferris and Trox they have a wonderful project called Room 39. I talk about this project all the time, people. So y'all need to tap into that. But what I like about this now too, man, you float over Trox's beats, like the 3 tracks. Yeah, he gave you 3 tracks for A Peace of Mind, and like from Peace of Mind to Lamb.
Man, you don't even want to know. He gave me a bunch of tracks. I got a project with Trox coming out too. He gave me like 60 tracks. That's the truth. But with that, me and Trox has been supposed to work. Trox gave me beats 2018, but it just didn't come full circle. And he gave me 5 beats too. I always could pick something out of whatever he gave me. And another thing is, even with this whole Peace of Mind thing, a lot of people didn't even notice. Like, I don't know why they thought that I couldn't rap over drums and stuff like that. But I'm just like, I've been doing that type of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like to stick to my comfort zone. But I think that this project, everybody is holding it here because of how relatable it is, and because it's over drums and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I guess that's surprising some people. But, people that know, like, I've been doing that. But yeah, me and Trox got something coming out. And Trox he's an A1 producer. His bass lines is crazy. He's a producer. He's not a beat maker.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, he produces from scratch. He got different instruments and all of that. Like I've been getting tapped into a lot of that now too, where when I'm dealing with certain producers, they beats be tracked out, and I'm just like, damn, like it's like a million instruments on here, like it's crazy. But as far as the drums and things like that go, he's A1. Like if I want a record, I'm gonna go to Trox.
Oh, that's I like that. I like that analogy. I like that analogy right there because like you have certain lines on the title track high on good energy. Hope I never see the floor. Should wear all white. Speaking heavily on this, John. I was like, oh yeah, you are facts.
Yeah, that record, man. That record was just like the whole album is basically like me venting. I was just, going through some losses and things like that, and everybody felt like I should be on the internet or pick, like, you know what I mean? I cut my phone all the way off. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
And you even say it in Project now too.
Yeah, all of that right there is like really what was going on. Like, I just tried to bring it to a bright side because the beat was a little happier. You know what I mean? I didn't want it to be like the dark side of this is Black Hole produced by Foul Mouth, but the brighter side of things is this, like, you know what I mean? Where I kind of make light of it, where it's like, yo, stop bothering me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to diss you. I'm not trying to diss you. I just need my space, like that.
Yeah, because everyone has like their own way of like mourning stuff like that now too, and that's what I'm.
Yeah, bro. That's that was my problem though. I never used to mourn properly. Like I'll be angry about something or sad about something for a day, and then I just realize, or I'll put this thought in my mind that, I gotta get back to work, or I gotta keep doing this, or you know what I mean? I can't even sit still sometimes because I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something, or you know what I mean? I'm missing out on something. Why you not doing this? Like, but for real, like as a man, as a human being, period, like you need that time to sit back and think and calculate things and be able to, you know what I mean, use your mind and be able to navigate through whatever you're going through in order to handle what you got in front of you. So, you know what I mean? I had to learn that through this whole process, and this is what it is on the project.
But see, this is what I like about how you channeled it into a project, and like instead of going on the internet and making like 25 statuses about like, oh, this happened, you chose to put that into music.
I hate stuff like that, man. I be feeling that embarrassed me. That's like I'm trying to think what the name of it was. I think my niece told me it the other day. I think it's called secondhand embarrassment or something like that. Like, but I be feeling embarrassed when people do that because I would never do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't. I just don't get down like that. Like, when I deal with stuff, I like to take my losses in silence. Or
yeah, because it's not for everybody to know.
Yeah, like, because some people take advantage and some people are just nosy. Like, you know what I mean? I don't like people in my business. Everybody thinks it's like as relatable as the music is. Everybody got this analogy, they got this whole thesis about me where they think I'm like some type of mystery. Maybe because I don't take a lot of pictures or something like that. But yeah, like I don't like people in my business.
No, but that's understandable. Everyone deserves their own privacy now too. Like, cause like I can't imagine like a bunch of fans like hitting you every day, like trying to be nosy. It's like, man, just let the man be, man.
Yeah, bro. Yo, and some people don't even care. Like, this is my thing. Like, I'm looking in the inbox, and everybody's like, some people, I'm going through. Some people want features, and it ain't about no money. It ain't nothing like that. Some people know if they can hit me and I'll do it. But people is talking about features. They want features. Yo, can I get that verse? Yo, can I do this? Fans is talking about merch getting sent off and things like that. It's like, yo, bro, I didn't just steal your money, hold your hat at my house. Like,
yeah.
Like, bro, I got everything. I have everything. I'm not stiffing nobody on nothing. Like, I'm just trying to get my mind right. Like, I got to be in the proper headspace to even deal with all of that. So that becomes overwhelming. That's when I kind of took a break from the internet too, because it's like, what am I on the internet for? Same stuff there. Some of these people already got my number. Like, you know what I mean? If you got my number, that means that we speak on a decent enough basis where you could hit me up or I could hit you up or something like that. But yeah, man, I had to let the phone go all together because it was just getting too out of hand, too overwhelming, making me feel like I had a initiative to fulfill with You know what I mean?
But you're
Like
smart.
where I gotta respond back.
But you're smart like that now too, because everyone deserves like a break from their phone instead of because like that's unhealthy being on it all the time. Like sometimes it's good just to put it down and go live life. Like and it helps your mental state now too. So a lot of people like they know that, but a lot of people don't. I don't want to say everyone.
Yeah, I had
Even
to learn how to do that. Like with this whole time, I started doing stuff that I used to do, but I didn't do it no more because of the way that the world is. Like I started doing all of them things. Like I started writing things down on paper. Like the whole piece of mind, I wrote that down on paper in a book. No phone, none of that. Like I'm just hitting dudes up through email, like getting emails and writing them. Like yo, I need some beats. You know what I mean? Writing it down on paper. I started reading books and stuff like that. You know, doing things that build my mind up more and bring me to where I was before all of this. Like you know, painting and drawing and things like that. I was doing stuff like that. So you know what I mean?
so
Not really no conversations and nothing like that. Just more so expressing myself through these things that I grew up doing.
I think like some of the best projects been written down on paper.
Yeah, I mean, this is my first one, so it might be.
Oh, yes, your first
Might
one on
be. It might
paper?
be.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh,
I
damn.
mean, some of them. You know, sometimes I might have a record on paper or something like that for like on Dreams or Rock Season or something like that. I might have a song or two or three on
Oh,
paper,
yeah, but
but
I mean like the whole
this
record.
is like, oh yeah, this whole record is on paper for sure.
Oh, damn. Okay,
I
that's why
have
it
the
came out
papers.
so
I got the
good.
book. Yeah,
No,
yeah, man.
but all your
I got it on
projects
paper
are
for sure.
A1 though, because like I said before, like all the
Thank you, brother.
hey, I gotta say it like it is, man. From the first time I've heard Rock Season, I went back to my homework on Rocktober, and I've been a fan ever since. I was like, damn, how's no one on this guy? And then
I
now
don't know.
look.
Yeah, yeah. Rock Season vinyl is coming. Rock Season vinyl is coming in. I know the date, but I don't want to say it. Rock Season vinyl is coming, and a vinyl for A Peace of Mind is coming for sure. It's already locked in. I got dates for them both too. I'll put you on off the phone call. I'll put you on, but
All right, yeah. And
yeah.
what I like it, like I said, like with this project now too, it really felt therapeutic for you now too. So when you were actually making like the cover I mean, sorry, when you were actually creating the project on paper now too, what was the first song that you put down for this project? That wasn't like the Rim
First
track or
song,
the Bane track.
for real, the first song that I did was Peace of Mind, the joint with Trox. I was telling Fal, I'm like, yo, son, I got some shit to this, man. I got a song, bro. I got a record. He's like, all right, I got you. Da-da-da. I'm like, man, you ain't listening to what I'm saying. I said, yo, I got a song on this though, like, and then when you heard it, he like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. So, you know, he recorded that record for me. He recorded the majority of the album actually, but I know that record was a little, it was a little different for people to hear from me. Like people probably, you know, that's what they associate with this lane of music. They think that people can't make songs, but
Yeah,
I'm
they think
not
it's
one of
like a
them.
one-way
I
track. It's
really
like,
take
nah,
pride
he's
in
an
making.
artist.
Yeah, I like to do the straight. I ain't gonna lie, like some of the straight through joints is my favorites. Like you know what I mean, but I can't. Like I've been making records for the longest, so that was easy. I was comfortable making that record. That Piece of Mind record is fire, man. We gonna do a video for it too. I was speaking to to a videographer or whatever, one in New York and one in Detroit. So we're gonna put it together, make it happen. Put something real fly together for that one. Just something ill, you know. Make sure my brothers is there and things like that, just to make it worthwhile. Got a lot of visuals coming.
And then you always bring up your friend T in most all your like from the rock period, and you even have a track dedicated to him on A Peace
Yeah.
of Mind. I was wondering if you can tell me about your friend T and for the listeners out there.
Um,
If you want to get into
yeah,
it,
that
you don't
was
have to.
actually somebody that like, oh nah, bro, you good. I mean, I ain't like that, you know. There's yeah, he like somebody that really like helped me navigate and handle my business. You know what I mean? He wasn't my manager or nothing like that. He was like really my friend. Like he he been knew of me and stuff like that. Like, before he'll call me for a favor or something like that, because he had another artist. He'll call me for a favor, like, yo, could you come perform at this release party for me or whatever? And I'll do it just off the strength, because I just always had respect for him and the way he moved on a business level. And I guess when him and the artist fell out, he was already gravitating towards me, coming to chill and just hang out, just regular. Like, he'll just ask me what I had going on. I asked him what he had going on, just regular conversation. And then later on down the line, he seen that I was in my neighborhood, might be like 2016, 2017, where we got real cool, whatever. I was selling like CDs in my neighborhood. He came to buy one. I was at like my aunt crib or something like that, and I was selling CDs, and he just seen how many people was outside of the crib just to buy CDs. And I'm like, but I'm selling them like, the same hard copies like right now that we do on the Bandcamp and all of that. Like, I'm selling them hand in hand though, like outside of from out the house. So the cars is lined up, selling CDs, and he like, yo, this is all for CDs? I'm like, yeah. So me and him start talking. He listened to the music. And then he just started seeing over time how much that I started progressing and maturing as an artist. And then we just started moving around and going through certain outlets and stuff like that. And I introduced him to this lane or whatever, and showing him like, yo, these people over here, like, they really support the music. Like, people overseas are supporting the music. People from out of state, people from over here, like, yeah, I like to go over here and hang out. I record over here. So when I'm showing him all of these things, his eyes lit up, because he thinking business. So he's I'm putting together little listening sessions and things like that, and he's making sure this cup's there with my logos on it, or bringing me here to go get my CDs, or taking me here to go get these T-shirts done, taking me here to get these hoodies done, making sure people was in the building is cool, making sure everybody is, calm and things like that. So all of that was going on, and he was around for Rocktober, Rock Talk, XV and on, from XV and on, he was there. Even before that, but when he came to the picture and he was hanging around me on a regular basis, he was around me when XV came out. You know what I mean? He got a little bit of time passed by. He got diagnosed with cancer. Like, it's a different type of cancer though. It's like in his leg. It was in his leg. So, I'm going through a crazy time in my life, period, anyway. So I just realized that he would always come and make sure I was all right. Like, always make sure I had certain things, make sure that my mind was in the right space, make sure that I wasn't doing nothing stupid, or I wasn't trying to jeopardize my career or my future and nothing like that. Or, you know what I mean? My relationship with my son, he's making sure I was handling certain things. And at the time, it was like he could barely walk. You know what I mean? It's just big. It's like I don't even know what the name of it is. I gotta look it up on the internet. But it's like a crazy condition where his leg like blew up. It's like one of his legs was like real big. So, we in Long Island, so we going to the city and the boroughs and shit like that, and he coming with me there. Like, he's coming with me like that. He's coming with me like that on the train, walking down the block, passing out CDs. We going to interviews. We going here. He doing that selflessly, like.
Damn.
Or, you know what I mean? Then he start going to chemo. He's still coming to check me, make sure I'm good after going to chemo. So, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, damn, bro, like, yo, you don't got to do all of this. You know what I mean? Then the Highline Ballroom show, I didn't expect to see him. But when I went there, this is like, he could probably got his leg cut off 3-4 days before that. So I'm like, damn, like, what you doing here? Like, I would have came and checked you after the show. He was there, like, I wouldn't miss it for the world type shit. But, you know what I mean? One thing I could say is, like, that's somebody that I could genuinely say believed in me. Like,
Yeah.
Now it's a little different, but like, in my lifetime, like, I could say that's somebody that truly believed in me and what I did, like, off the rip. Like, he ain't never questioned what I did. Like, you know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. If I was moving a little too funny outside of the street or something like that, he'll tell me and let me know.
Oh, yeah,
like,
just looking out for you.
Yeah, like, he cared about my well-being, my freedom, things like that. So he just, he would let me know about things like that, but that's somebody that genuinely believed in me. I never really felt that or had no type of, you know what I mean? Like, I come from somewhere where you got to really do something for somebody to believe in you. Like, it's kind of too late by the time everybody start believing in you. So
yeah,
he was somebody that believed me when I had nothing to show for it. So that was like ill to me, And his wife, when I spoke to her, You know what I mean? Shout out Miss Vicky. When I talked to her, she was just real like, she was like ecstatic. She was like, you know what I mean? She was like crying and laughing at the same time type shit because she knew that he believed in me too. Like, he would bet his last amount of money on me.
Your music also spoke to him now too. That's why he must believe in you so much now too, because he felt that. He's like,
Yeah.
outside of the music, that's how he is.
Yeah, bro. If you, yo, listen, I, like, you know what I mean? Not just him, it was other losses, but that one right there was the
Yeah.
beginning of it that really stepped me off and crushed me because it's like, if you look on the cover of Dreams, on Dreams, that's when I finally found out. Dreams I dropped last year on my birthday.
Yeah.
So when I found out, I knew he had cancer before that, but you know, the thing that was in the air was trying to figure out if, because you know, his wife was pregnant with his son. That's why he's on the cover of Dreams with holding his son. That nobody knew if his son was going to be all right, would his son be effective, you know what I mean? However, would that go? So that's why him and his son is on the cover, because I just felt like that was ill. So, you know, it's only a couple people that's on that CD cover that's even alive. You know what I mean? At the time, it was him. I got a couple of my homies. I got my child on there. And that's about it. And then, you know, he's gone. So now it's like, everybody on that cover is going damn near except for my child and my homies that's at the bottom, two of them. But that's about it. But, you know, it's just crazy. Like, you was on my CD cover last year for my birthday. Now this year, I'm dropping Peace of Mind on my birthday, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. So that's why I was like, even just thinking back on everything that went down, it's like, damn, this year went by so fast. It's like so much went on. It's just wild to me. So it's like the music is all I got. I had to drop music. I usually drop music every year on my birthday, but I wasn't going to do it this year because I was feeling a little way or whatever. I wasn't in a good mood, but I had to do it just to, you know, kind of chill out. My birthday was kind of cool, though. It was real chill, though.
All right. I hope you had some pop off.
Oh, nah, hell no. I ain't no pop off, bro. We had Hennessy.
Okay.
We had Hennessy, yeah, man. Shout out to Ty, Pallavi, Class, Isaac, Fal, shit, Michelle, my man XL. Yeah, shout out my man XL too. Sounds of XL, man. He held me down too, man. Through these times and shit like that. You know, he was somebody that make sure I was in the right type of mind space and, you know, not be running around letting it affect me or the way I deal with people outside. Like, he was somebody that kind of helped me.
And yeah. Even like with that record now too, I like it's like you weren't gonna release something now too, but deep down your friend would want you to. So I'm glad that you actually kept that doing that. So.
Well, I mean, T passed away before Rock Period even came out. I lost two other friends, like in the September, August type of time span to, you know, one person's committed suicide, my homegirl, and one of my homies got murdered or whatever. So that's why I really didn't want to release nothing. And I was just like, but you know, I'm never in a good mood for my birthday, and them is people that always be like talking me into being happy, and you know what I mean? So that's why it's just the irony in that. Like, you know, these people's always talking me into being happy, and then look how this happens. You know what I'm saying?
And that's good, though. You need people like that.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Shout out my man Pallavi. That's what Pallavi do. Pallavi put me in a good mood. Bang put me in a good mood. Rim put me in a good mood. Pause. You know what I mean? That's why Rim and Bang Belushi's in the beginning of the album, because that's them first 5 songs is a little bit more happier songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The middle 5 is a little more personal and darker, and last 4 is like me getting my act together and rebuilding myself. That's why Ty's there, because Ty is like somebody like that, where he's an underdog, but he works so hard and he hustles so hard that you really can't deny him. And then when you really look at it, it's like he's very good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he's very good. He's by far one of the best. Like, we gotta give my man his flowers also. So that's why it's like that. And I'm just happy that I got to have them 3 on my project, because all 3 of them are my brothers. I could call them at any time of the day and have a real conversation with them or let them know if I'm going through something. And all 3 of them checked up on me. Like, all 3 of them checked up on me personally, like, came to see me through this whole time. So, you know, I couldn't ask for more, and it meant a lot more reality to it.
Yeah, because it's like what you said, they're not just artists, those are actually your friends outside of music.
Yes, most definitely. All three of them.
And like,
Word. Shout out to all.
shout out to those guys. Big walk right there, now, too. If you guys ain't on the
Yeah,
walk, y'all about to pretty soon.
most definitely.
Man, even like with the tracks like you and Rim now, like the Saucy track, like I never been to New York, but that when I listened to a Saucy track like that, it gave me the feeling of driving to a New York club in the early in during the sunset over at New York Bridge because the vibe and the
Yeah,
lyrics just it was like wow, it's
yeah,
really
man. That
visualized.
record, I did that record in, I want to say June, July. It was like the beginning of summer, you know.
Okay, so it does have a summer
Yeah,
vibe to it. Okay.
yeah. That's why, man. It was supposed to be on Rock Period, but I'm just like, it was just too. It was too happy for where I wanted to go with Rock Period. Like, you know what I mean? I had records that was already that had that void already. I didn't want to go there again, so I was just
Yeah.
like, all right, cool. But yeah, Rem delivered on that, man. That record is crazy. It was just a summertime vibe. That's why it was just that. That's why it's like I want to shoot a video for that, but if it's not hot outside, I really won't even
Yeah.
bother.
It does have a summertime, like a summertime evening vibe to it. Like, oh, I like, it's like
Yeah,
a lot of your
it's one of
beats,
them ones, bro.
a lot of the beats that you rhyme over and the way that you deliver your lyrics, it gives you like that certain type of feeling, like of like being somewhere. It's like it sets the mood for it. I don't know if you ever heard that before.
Yeah, a lot of people say that too. Man. I mean, I'm so used to putting out music in the summertime. Like a lot of my releases was in the summer. A lot of people don't know that because I make good summer music. I mean, like I'm not specific to
Season.
one type of climate, but I don't know. The summer rap just hit different because I remember so many memories about summer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like summer was a thing. You know, you young and you like, yo, I can't wait for this school to end so I can go and tear up the summer. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was just different.
And
Yeah, it's different, man. That strike a certain nerve with me, but I love the fall time too. Fall's the best,
yeah,
especially with what's going on right now. Fall's the best. I'm glad I got to release something on my birthday. It was therapeutic. That was another reason why it was therapeutic too. Just drop on my birthday or whatever, just to be like, you know, when I'm getting a little bit of, I'm setting myself free a little bit, and you know, not to be confusing with nothing. Like it's called peace of mind, and that I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like I'm human, so I don't necessarily have that, and I'm not saying that everybody is supposed to listen to this and then they get it or nothing like that, because everybody's different. Everybody got their own little story. Everybody got their own process. But what I'm saying is it's a journey, and this is a good start for me. You know what I mean? By expressing myself this way.
and like with like that being said now too, like it shows like because like you named it like you didn't call it an album by Bob Rock, you called it an audio analysis illustrated by Bob Rock, and that was like the perfect way to actually like present it. I like that.
Yeah. I just thought it would be fly to mix up audio and illustration, because illustration is like a picture but you know, at the end of the day, it's still sound. And a lot of people have been saying that I like paint a picture with my words. So
Oh, you did that on this. I ain't gonna front that Drunk Love track's a prime example of that.
yeah,
Even like you have like certain lines that like on Black Hole, like my greatest creation wasn't on beat. Like that's a real bar of a man.
oh yeah, Black Hole was oh man, Black Hole is exactly what it is. A black hole like that right there is a crazy record. I was telling Fal about that too. Like yo, and that's crazy. That's one of his old beats. That's like a 2000. I want to say 2016,
Oh
2017 beat that he
damn,
had. He was
that's
playing it one day, and I'm like, yo, let me get that beat. And then he was like, for real? I guess he couldn't hear me on no shit like that, but once he heard me on there, I was telling him, like, yo, bro, I got something different on there. Like, lyrically, it's something different from what people hear from me. But, yeah, like, Black Hole, that's how I felt about that, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man, man. I got a child that, you know what I mean, I'm responsible for. I'm obligated to take care of this child. This is what I signed up for. So how could the best thing that I ever did in this world be a rap?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Raps get old, raps fade out, raps, you know what I mean? However, it's still like, my greatest creation was my son. This is the best thing that I ever made. You know what I mean? I get a second chance at living by making sure I'm raising him the right way. So that's what I meant by that line to an extent. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, and you also have like
Yeah.
lines like that that really show that too, because like there was, I think it was on this project or Rock Pier where you said, sometimes I just need to be around where money isn't all the issue with your son and your nieces. I was like, wow, like that's
Oh,
real.
I said that on A Piece of Mind on Palo Santo Freestyle, man.
Yes.
That's probably my favorite song on there.
So as opposed to, working with like some of your brothers now too, I gotta ask now too, like who's somebody new that you found working with now too? Because I noticed like a lot of your projects now too, like you put like some
Um,
like Sure Shot. I've never heard of that man before until I heard him on your project. But I was like, damn, sounds nice. So that's when I like.
you never heard of Short Shot Top Dollar?
Sure, I'm sleeping. I'll keep
Short
all the way.
Shot Top Dollar, man. Short Shot is from Amityville. He from Long Island too. That's like I always keep him in the mix. They've been doing their thing for a long time. Shout out to Dunbar. It's Short Shot and it's my man Bunchy. But I always keep them in the mix because I just like their style. They just represent. They remind me of back home. You know what I mean? As much traveling and
Mm.
moving around as I do, they remind me of back home. And they good people. I actually met Short Shot at that same show that I was telling you about. My man came with his leg amputated and shit like that. Like I met Short Shot. Short Shot. I came in the building when Short Shot was performing. I never met him before. I heard of him before. I seen his videos and stuff like that, but I never met him. I just watched him. Then when I watched him, he stayed for a minute. I went up there a little couple acts after, and then I went upstairs to the little backstage area with Blonde and them, and then he came up there and checked me, like, because he was like some of the only Long Island dudes in there, and like we stick together. You know what I mean? The main ones stick together, so we talked, we shot it up, and then from that day on, we just always been in tune, and I always try to keep him in the mix. If I got something that's up his alley, I always ain't no problem passing the ball. He always delivered, and they coming out too on Halloween, No Hook 3. So make sure you look out for that too. No Hook 3, Dunbar.
All right, all right. Now I know where to look, and like that's what I like about like
Yeah.
you're not afraid to like promote somebody else's project now too, because like I notice like with sometimes like an artist they won't like repost like another artist's work, but you repost
I
somebody's work
noticed
just
that.
yeah. Like you do that for the love, like you like, and you put a lot of people onto that, like Plex Diamonds, like man, it was shout to Plex Diamonds, like they're gone. City Records, crazy, and
Like
I
that
found
was
that because of Bob Brown.
lunatic. For real?
Yes, sir. If you didn't
That's crazy.
repost that,
He
I
bad
probably never
influence.
checked it out.
Yeah. Blake Diamonds is bad influence, man. I actually met him through Rome.
Okay.
So, yeah, like I met him through Rome. That's a story in itself right there on the side. But I met him through Rome, and Plex is Plex is the youngest one out of all of us. But I don't know. I just took a liking to Plex because Plex is hungry, and Plex got cheat codes. You know what I mean? He got cheat codes when it
I
comes
like
to
that.
us. Like, you know what I mean? But he don't really be wanting that type of stuff. He like to go and get it on his own, and I'm like, yo, bro, you gotta put that on your album. You bugging out. Like,
Yeah.
put it on your album. You can use it, bro. We're not looking at you funny, like, yo. But he never wanted to do it. But you always see him around and stuff like that. And his project is official, man. Gotham City is official.
I love that name now too. Oh God, City now too. It's like yo, that fit perfectly.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Trust me, man. You gotta interview Plex sometimes, man. He got a lot going on, and on top of that, he really tapped in, man. Real intelligent dude, man. You gotta tap in. He
All
got a
right.
lot coming too. A lot in the works.
All right. All right. So shout out to Plex Diamond if you heard that now too, man. And
Yeah, most definitely.
so would you ever do a full project with like a DJ Muggs or a Madlib? I just have to ask that.
Yeah, I don't see why not. They legends. And I know it wouldn't sound like everything that everybody else got because I don't rap like everybody else
Yeah,
rap. So
I like
know it
that.
would be different. Like I know that. Yeah, I knew that. I know it would be a little different, but there ain't no telling. One day when they catch on, or we could cross paths and they know who I am or whatever, or however it go, then maybe we could get something done like that. I think that would be fly. But right this second, I'm just focusing on what I have released. Like with the dudes that I got, like, you know what I mean? Wavy, AP, Standouts, Chop, Don Carrera, who else? I got to work with Giallo Point, Artivist, of course.
Hushkin Pan.
Yeah, man. It's Foul Mouth, Blizzard, all type of it's all type of stuff going on, man. And you know, I get people all the time that always send stuff to me or ask me if they can send me stuff, and I'm just like blown away by that because it's like I remember there was a point in time when I first said that I wanted to rap, and I was asking like my cousins or and stuff like that was involved in the industry to help me, or yo, I need some beats, and they just couldn't get them to me, or they couldn't help me, or whatever. And now, or even like after the fact, when I'm meeting people and then I'm asking people like, yo, I get beats from, we gotta do this. Nobody knew, nobody wanted to help me, nothing like that. And now it's like I don't really have to ask for them type of things. Like I get inboxes and inboxes full of beats, man. All type of beats, trap beats, all type of beats.
My man's on the Buck Wild joint, for Christ's sakes.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh man, yeah, that's another joint too, man. That's crazy because that was Rem's doing, man. That was Rem. Rem looked out for me on that. That record is crazy because if you listen to the record, that record wasn't even. I wasn't even a thought. If you look at the feature, look at the credits on the track list, say King Bob Rock, man. Buck Wild probably found out who I was after that record got done. Like, you know what I mean?
He's probably like, this man is nice.
yeah, like, you know what I mean? Shout out to Buck Wild. But that record, I wasn't even supposed to be on that record. That record was originally for Rem and Rome. If you listen to the beginning of the song, Rem say Rome on the beginning. He don't mention me. Yeah, like, that's how the song was at first. I just wrote my verse after, and then he like, yo, lay it down, it's in the third, I sent it in, and then he like, yo, this is fire. Like, I sent the Buck fucking with it. Like, I'm like, all right, then that's how it happened. You feel me? Rome eventually ended up not getting on it. I think he was probably tied up or something like that. He had something to do, or he couldn't make it, whatever, however it go. But
I like how you said that now too, because I thought that record was like a Walker's Collective like track now, and Buck Wild's like, I'm put this on my album. That's what I thought it was. That because when you just said that, I was like, oh, he does say Rome in the beginning.
Yeah, bro, that was for him and that was for Rem and Rome, bro. That wasn't for me. I wasn't even a thought. Like, Rem threw me the alley-oop after the fact type. You know what I mean? Like, yo, get on this with us.
Okay, wait. So before he threw you the alley-oop, did he tell you who it was, or did he surprise you after you did it?
Nah, I know.
Okay. That would have been.
We don't really be surprised by stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? We got, like, mad respect for dudes like that and legends and stuff like that. So we be really wanting to prove ourselves. It's more so like that. It ain't really like we don't really be having, like, starstruck moments and stuff like that. We be trying to prove ourselves mainly, or, you know, just keep it organic to where people know that it's people in the city that's getting busy, or people out there that's getting busy that ain't on no funny type, you know what I mean? Funny type vibes. Like, I think that's why Planet Asia is so cool with us, because he see that we regular, but we all, like, real talented, too. You know what I mean? Like, so, I don't know. I just like to try to keep everything organic, man. I don't like the extra stuff, the forced stuff. The forced stuff be making me feel, it be irritating me sometimes. So I just be like, either I'm going to just do the verse and leave, or I'm just not doing it at all.
I think that's why, like, they, like, the type of legends like that, like, hate around you guys now, too, because the way that you just explained it now, too, like, trying to prove yourself instead of just be like, oh, I'm starstruck.
Yeah, like, I was surprised that a lot of the dudes that I meet was as cool as they are when I met them. Like, I was surprised. Not like I thought that they was, like, assholes or nothing like that, because it wasn't that. It was just, like, I grew up listening to some of this stuff, so when you get around them, you kind of expect them, you know, you kind of expect the specific kind of complex, but it really don't really be about that. They really just be regular people. And I think that's why they got so much longevity, because they regular people, and they carry themselves as such. So, you know, I think that's dope.
And it just shows, like, the humbleness now, too, because they could be, like, somebody they'd be like, man, I don't have to hang around these coming out, but they choose to.
Yeah, man. Trust me, man. It's a few like that, you know. It's a few like that, but I necessarily ain't come across them yet. It's just like, you know, you just know it's out there. But, you know, I've had the pleasure of meeting people that was always down to earth, and people that was humble, had humility, and very respectful. So,
okay,
you know, I don't know. It's all love.
And man, I can't wait to see that Bub Rock and Rock Marciano collab happen, man. I'm waiting for that.
Man, y'all. I don't know, man. Hopefully,
Or if
I get that, man. That's a hard man to reach.
If I had the money, I would make it happen. I'd be like, all right, Elliot, I need to get him in the studio.
Let me tell you something. I don't think it's about money. I don't think it's about money with Mars, man. I don't think it's about money. I know he got a crazy schedule, and I know that he do things. You know, he just like me. You know, in the sense of that, like I like to do what I need to do for myself before I handle anything and take on anybody else's stuff. So I think that's what it is with him. You know, he got a full plate, man. It's a lot of things in front of him, and I think he's just handling his business and doing the things that he set out to do first before he doubled back. You know what I mean? I'm honestly speaking, I'm cool with him just saying my name because, you know, I got to work harder, of course, just to live up to that, I guess, and the perception of the people and things like that. But, you know, that did a lot for me, too. That made people pay attention. I'm always going to do what I do.
Another cat from the island, Bob Rock. I fucks with him.
What's happening before that? So, yeah, get that out there, everyone.
Yeah, most definitely.
So with you actually like having physical vinyl release now too, I won't take up much of your time now too. With vinyl releases now too, what do you when you see like Rome Streets or like your brothers getting the resale value out there when because like you know how resellers are, they'll buy it and they resell it, but they'll be selling it for like $600.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully that's a beautiful thing, man. I don't get it twisted. I'm super happy for them when I see that happening with them. Like, you know, Rome, Ty Farris and stuff like that. Rem, his vinyl, his with the CDs and the T-shirts, the bundles and all of that. I'll be super happy when I see stuff like that. I don't know, you know, me having faith in it, I think I have a turn. But you know, I'm cool with just seeing them do their thing. That's an accomplishment to me, where, you know, somebody that's next to me on a regular basis is prospering and doing their thing. So I like to see that, man. You know, y'all used to me saying you hate to see it. I love to see it.
I like that. So, like, with this last question I'll ask you, with your project for Peace of Mind now too, the cover, I like the cover. It's like a dove flying away from an uncaged cage. It kind of felt like you letting yourself out at a trap cage. It's like, I'm out.
Yeah, cause you know, just letting the things that I was going through kind of leave me a prisoner of that, and just constantly thinking about it, like burying myself in things like that, or stressing myself out because of these things. And I just thought that was fly. You know what I mean? The art direction was me, and I sent it to my man No Pulp, man. He never fails, man.
Man, he did the rock period now too. Salute to No Pulp.
And he did Dreams.
Oh, okay. Fire.
I mean, so yeah, him, and he was like, "Yo, you want me to do this on a computer? You want me to hand draw?" He did it by hand. So he did that cover by hand, and that's why I look like that, because I actually wrote the Peace of Mind part of that. That was by hand. I was writing that on paper. Like, I'm gonna put it on the internet one day and show people. Like, I was writing that down on paper for the longest, with the X's on it and all of that. But I was doing it with a black pen, so I just knew I want this to be red though. When I sent it to him, he thought it was fly. He fixed it up for me, and then he gave me two different variations. So it's a white variation of it, and it's a gray variation. They both look like it just looked like a novel to me. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's
why I liked it. And it was something different, and it wasn't necessarily about me, but it was about me. That's why I didn't put my face on there and nothing like that. People used to be putting my face on shit. So, and I like to keep things realistic and organic like that, where it's like it's actually me. Because, you know, a lot of people don't put their face on there. It's always like these, you know, the everyday CD covers, man.
Yes, sir. I know exactly the one you're talking about.
Any old thing, man. I'm not going to go into detail with it. Just everybody's doing the same thing. You know what I mean? So what I say is, I just like the fact that it was different, and it was just something that meant a lot more to me than anything else. So, you know, we like you saying about the vinyl or whatever, I think that cover is gonna look crazy on vinyl. Shout out
yeah,
to Greats. And probably gonna have some posters too. Some posters, just just go different directions with promoting the project, man. I'm happy that people was gravitating towards it and they embracing it, and they getting it for what I made it for. Yeah, man, I can't complain, man. I'm just like I said before, man, trying to get my mind right, handling business.
And I like how, like, after, because when you first listen to this project now, too, you kind of look at the cover and you don't really know what it is. But once you listen to this project, you go back and look at that cover. It's like, I get it now. I get it. That's what I like about, like, how most of this project you said now, too, is written down on paper. Because, like, there's so much physical evidence of this project that years down the line that you could show people. It's like, yo, I still have these.
Yeah, it's definitely it's definitely a documentation of what been going on. So even if you know what I mean, like even like years from this, I'll be able to tune into what was going on in my life right this second. When I'm just happy that people was catching it and catching on and gravitating towards it.
For the Bob Rock documentary in 2025.
Yeah, man, I just wanted to make a little bit more sense. It's crazy because I started making one. I got some clips, some good clips, some raw footage too. I got some footage from 2009, 2010. I got a lot of footage. I got some things, yeah.
Some Cody footage.
I got over 10 pieces of footage. Let me keep it real. I got the footage from Highline Ballroom. Performing on stage with Rome and all of them was there. I got the backstage footage and stuff like that upstairs after the performance. My man Boogie Blind, shout out Boogie Blind, shout out Moby Moolah, shout out my man Ash, Jetlag Ash. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. Trust me, it's gonna be. It's gonna be one of them ones when it do come out, though. Whenever that is.
Yeah, because you can't rush it. Because you're still telling your story as it is.
Hell no! Every day I'm telling my story.
Yes, sir.
Word.
I can't wait for that Walker's project. That is gonna go crazy.
Oh man, you just can't let me go without that.
I can't. I was not lying. I was keeping that down. Keeping it down. That shit is gonna be crazy.
It's coming soon, man. I know Rem and Eddie Kane got a project coming out.
Shout out to Kano, man. He came a long way within the last year.
Yeah, that legacy of Kane is dead crazy, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Spode about to come out in a couple days. Todd Farris is coming out early next month, I want to say.
Oh shit.
And yeah, I'm just doing vinyl, physicals, merchandise. That's what I'm doing, man. I'm not gonna be really doing a lot of projects and nothing like that. You're probably gonna have features that I did or pre-recorded stuff or stuff that was probably like contractual agreement type stuff. But I'm not gonna be putting out a lot of projects yet.
I think these projects that you gave us will they'll last because instead of a project every week, these two projects will last and they'll age good too within time.
Yeah. Listen, bro, I was just talking to somebody about this the other day where I'm just like, yo, I got 6. You could take 5 of these. You could take Rocktober, Rock Season, Dreams, The Rock Period, and Peace of Mind. And you could take those 5 right there. And whatever you're looking for is on there. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're looking for is on those 5. I don't know. There's people that don't even have 5 good projects in their life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In their whole existence of existing. I'm proud of what I did. I'm happy with the work that I put out with those and those. I'm happy with all of it, but as far as I'm concerned, as far as people that really gravitate towards the music and listen closely, I know them 5 will win them over if they haven't already. So,
oh yeah,
I'm just gonna focus on bringing visuals to life and the documentary and the merchandise, the vinyl, the physicals. I'm gonna tap into that and just back up and recoup from that because I didn't do any videos for a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, they say, and I also see online now too. If a fan gravitates towards the song, they'll be like, "Well, when's the video coming?" It's the visuals can help a lot too.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of visuals off of Peace of Mind for sure. I'm working on it. I'm just handling that, and shit, I'm just waiting for the right time to shoot. You know, I'm trying to wait to start getting back to work. I kind of like took some time to just regroup, and I'm gonna take some time to travel, spend some time with my child, of course. Just go places that I wanted to go and do things that I wanted to do, see people that I need to see, do things like that. Like, you know what I mean? I want to take some time to do that before I decide to make some more music and be running around outside again. Plus, man, they got everybody wearing masks, man. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
like yeah, yeah, and plus
It's
like
crazy out here right now.
it's better inside anyway.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, it's good to know like you know like what you want
Yeah,
to do.
but yeah, most definitely. Like that's what these things taught me with me just sitting down and learning. Like, yo, it's all right to have a seat, bro. You know,
Oh yeah,
you don't gotta always be feeling like you gotta be doing something. You don't gotta always be running around and trying to sometimes you do too much like that. Sometimes you sell yourself short or spread yourself thin or when you do things like that or oversaturate yourself. So I don't know, man. You know, sometimes taking a break and backing up is good.
hey, but and
You
like
know, and I feel like I'm comfortable with that because of, like I just said, what I left. I left those five. Like those five, those was good. I feel like that's good enough music that people wouldn't be looking for me and nothing like that. But you know, the music consumption these days is like the consumers is always looking for something else. It doesn't matter. Put out something yesterday. They want something
the
new
next
by
day,
tomorrow.
yeah, they're like, when's the next one? It's like, damn, he just dropped this today.
So yeah, bro. Like what? Like damn, bro.
It's
Like
like, did
yeah,
you
like
even
for
listen?
real. But you know, that's how it is now. Cause so much microwave music. So much microwave music, and on top of it being so much microwave music, it's like everybody is, even with this whole the pandemic and all of that type of stuff. People ain't going to the clubs. They're not going. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing these things no more.
Yeah.
It's just like ain't no more showcases. Ain't a lot of social gatherings and things like that right now. So everybody is just in the crib. You know what I mean? That's why Rock Period. I did Rock Period because I'm just like nobody's even doing anything right now. Like it's like that'd be good for somebody to just have where they can listen to it in their crib, where they can listen to it in their car. Like that's why I kind of pressed the issue with putting that out. You know what I mean? I probably would have waited for Rock Period. I probably would have dropped Rock Period on my birthday if a lot of the things didn't occur the way they did. So, I don't know. I'm just happy that everything turned out the way it turned out, and it worked for me to an extent. So can't complain.
And this isn't like a 9-track project now too. That's what I like about your projects now too. Like this is a full 18 projects for the Rock Period and 14 for a Peace of Mind. Like it's actually full albums you can play through.
Yeah, man. Dreams had 18 songs on it too.
Yeah.
I mean, like Dreams had 18 songs. Rock Period had 18 songs. Rock Season had 14. Peace of Mind got 14. It's like that's just how I am, though. I like to make the big picture. I don't like to just be like, you know what I mean? You don't really see me doing a lot of singles no more. Like when I first was getting my feet wet in this lane, I was doing singles or just I had so much music because like they all tell you, bro. I record mad music, so I would just put out stuff. Like I put out 10 songs straight and not care because it's going on the internet. You feel me? One of the overseas dudes is gonna pick it up, boost it up for me a little bit more with the overseas people that like my music.
Yeah, and that's crazy how
Or
like
Nick Favorite Barber's gonna post on his page.
and like that's like
The whole
crazy.
world, man.
Like all from like
Man.
the internet. Like that's crazy. But they say timing is everything now too. That's why I think why people like actually in London or like Europe actually feel your stuff now too. It's because it's accessible now too. Because like back in the early 2000s, it wasn't accessible as it is now.
It's a digital era, man.
So like with you,
It's a digital era, man. But it's a good thing, though.
so with you actually, having a good grip of your
I hear
artistry
you, bro.
and where you want to go. for the people listening out there now too, is there anything that you want to leave them off with now too? I'd like to call this an audio interview by Bob Rock.
Yeah. Oh, are we doing that? We flipping it like that?
Yes, sir. So if anything, you just want to leave the people off with, let them know something inspirational or you got coming, just, the floor is yours. Well, actually, the floor's been yours for an hour. But yeah, the floor's completely yours.
Yeah, man. I don't know what to tell them that I haven't told them already, man. I would say to focus and take care of yourselves. Most definitely, that's what I would say. Just keep focused and take care of yourself.
And it's okay to fall back.
Yes, it is, but be smart about the fallback. Be strategic about the fallback. Don't fall back because you have the ability to do it. Fall back because you need to, or because you're trying to do something greater later on down the line. Don't just do it to do it, man. We're not here to be lazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're here to do great things and build. So, yeah, man, I would say to stay focused and take care of yourself.
Yeah, because this man right here got a hunger for greatness, and he's sure feeding it right there. So I'm glad that you noticed the spirit of pure from the depths.
Try, man.
Hey, it showed. Your music will speak for itself now too. When they hear your music, it would be like, wow, like that man. They'll walk away like, yeah, I'm gonna listen to that again.
So, man, that's what I need. That's what I'm needing. I need that.
Oh, don't worry. You supply that high quality replay value music. So if anyone's sleeping, y'all missing. So without further introductions, man, this is a wonderful album that y'all need to go hear. It's on the screen for y'all. Put in the link in the description. He said the vinyl's coming soon. So, man, this is going to be a crazy release for the vinyl now, too. So, man, Bob Rock, you're welcome back on the show anytime, my brother.
Thank you, bro.